General Hospital will reveal exciting developments over the next 2 weeks from December 30th to January 10th, 2025. First, Liz can't hide her growing unease as the clues continue to pile up. She begins to dig through old medical records, hoping to find a connection between cases that may have been overlooked. Upon reviewing, she notices a suspicious similarity in how both Dex and Sam were affected by digitalis. Both cases involved similar symptoms, occurring at seemingly unrelated times, but they show signs of a carefully planned scheme. This only strengthens Liz's belief that an unseen hand is pulling the strings, someone ready to exploit weaknesses in the healthcare system to cover up their crimes. For Liz, the responsibility to protect the safety of patients is not just a professional duty, but a personal mission. She realizes she cannot face this danger alone, so she decides to reach out to Lucky for help. Lucky, with his seasoned investigative experience, quickly recognizes the importance of the information Liz has uncovered. The two of them start to formulate a plan to dig deeper, determined to trace the criminal's steps. However, Liz understands that any misstep could put her and those around her in danger. Despite this, she refuses to back down, knowing that silence would only empower the perpetrators behind the scenes. As they delve deeper, Liz faces a harsh reality: not all the people she trusts are on her side. The pressures from the hospital, questions from lawyers, and the scrutiny from colleagues make her feel increasingly isolated. But instead of succumbing to despair, Liz uses her fear as a driving force to take action. She begins reaching out to forensic experts and independent investigators to strengthen her evidence. At the same time, Liz warns Lucky that their investigation could uncover dangerous forces, possibly involving powerful figures within the hospital. Liz's battle to uncover the truth is becoming more complex, but she is determined to see it through until all the mysteries are solved. Secondly, Kristina slowly realizes the reasons behind Lucas's emotional outbursts, which have led him to lash out at Willow and Drew. The simmering tensions in recent times, coupled with Lucas's deep-rooted wounds, have pushed him past his breaking point. Kristina, with her natural sensitivity, understands that Lucas's anger stems not only from present conflicts but also from old wounds that have never healed. Meanwhile, she too faces her own emotions, as her relationship with Willow and Drew threatens to unravel due to the mounting misunderstandings. Kristina finds herself caught in an emotional whirlwind, but she knows that empathy and patience may be the key to easing these conflicts. In another development, Trina continues to build a connection with Kai, who seems to offer her peace and a fresh perspective amid the chaos. However, their relationship still has much to unfold, especially as Trina tries to find her own path while facing heavy responsibilities. Meanwhile, Ava is trying to handle the issue involving the Cassadines and the divorce settlement she wants to reclaim. Ava turns to Laura for help, but is gently but firmly refused. Laura, always cautious when it comes to the Cassadines, warns Ava that this is not a fight she should face alone, especially when her safety could be at risk. Despite Laura's advice, Ava refuses to give up. She decides to seek out Alexis, who has deep connections with the Cassadine family. However, Alexis's cooperation doesn't come easily as Ava had hoped. Alexis, with her own scars and understanding, is skeptical about Ava's motives and unwilling to take risks. The confrontation between Ava and Alexis not only reflects their differing viewpoints but also highlights the internal barriers both women must face. Nevertheless, Ava remains determined to find a way to resolve her issues, even if it means going against the advice of those around her. In this context, the mysteries surrounding the Cassadine family are once again brought to the surface, promising even more tense developments ahead. Thirdly, Sonny feels the mounting pressure as threats around him increase. He worries not only about Ava's unpredictable actions but also the complicated situation in the custody battle that could pull Michael into further turmoil. Sonny's mind is constantly preoccupied with protecting his family from the looming changes, especially as internal relationships hang by a thread. Every move he makes is strategic, and he knows that even the smallest mistake could lead to chaos. Meanwhile, Michael is about to face a shocking revelation. Signs suggest Sasha has something to confess, leaving Michael confused. If Sasha decides to leave town, it could leave a huge void in Michael's life. However, there is another, more concerning possibility. Sasha may be pregnant with Michael's child, and guilt could push her to confess the truth. If this happens, Michael will not only have to navigate the complications in his current relationship but also reconsider his new responsibilities. His life has already become challenging due to Willow's health and his responsibilities to his children, and this news would make everything even more complicated. Sasha, on her part, is seeking support to cope with her emotional storm. Felicia has become a trustworthy confidant, offering Sasha insightful advice. Though heartbroken by the events unfolding, Sasha is gradually realizing she cannot face everything alone. Felicia's support brings a glimmer of hope amid the pressures, helping Sasha find the courage to face the important decisions ahead. Regardless of whether Sasha chooses to leave or stay and confess the truth, she will leave a deep impact on Michael's life and the entire Corinthos family. Fourthly, Willow is surprised when Drew extends an invitation, something she didn't expect. It seems Drew has quietly planned to add a bit of romance to Willow's life, which has been filled with too many challenges. However, this intervention could lead to unwanted complications. Willow, though grateful for Drew's efforts, is concerned about how this will affect those around her, particularly Nina. Nina, already tense due to issues involving Michael and Willow, will surely feel uncomfortable with Drew becoming more involved with Willow. The already fragile relationship could break further, spiraling into a new conflict. Meanwhile, Anna is dealing with a tense situation where she is forced to issue threats. Though her goal is to protect those she loves, Anna can't help but feel the weight of the dangerous situation. She could be warning Emma about a potential threat, or this may involve Valentine and the dark schemes surrounding him. With Valentine, nothing is ever simple, and Anna must use all her skill to keep the situation under control. However, what happens next may push Anna into a more dangerous confrontation than she anticipated. In Prague, Lulu experiences frustration as Valentine intervenes in her reunion with Charlotte. Valentine's presence not only disrupts the precious moment but also stirs up complicated emotions in Charlotte. Lulu tries to stay calm but can't deny the pain of seeing Charlotte caught in the conflict between her parents. The final decision lies with Charlotte, but this places her in a difficult position. Will she choose to stay with Valentine, who has always protected her, or return to Lulu, the mother who longs to reconnect? However, things could change if Valentine is arrested or dealt with by the WSB. This possibility could provide Lulu with an opportunity to regain Charlotte, but it also raises many questions about her future. Charlotte will face major changes in her life, as the father she loves is at risk of being removed from her life. Her decision will not only shape her future but will also deeply affect the relationship between Lulu and Valentine, leading to unexpected developments for everyone involved. Finally, the week from January 6th to 10th promises to bring high-stakes drama as events in Port Charles reach their peak. Michael's upcoming departure has become the center of tension in the story, with threats becoming increasingly clear. The writers are carefully weaving complex storylines, opening up many possibilities for surprises. The looming danger forces Michael to make difficult choices as he stands on the threshold of changes that could have long-lasting impacts on him and those he loves. In this context, Carly stands out with her strong maternal instincts, continually protecting her family amid the storms. She is willing to do anything to keep Michael and the children safe, even if it means facing dangers beyond her control. Carly knows that Michael's departure will leave a huge void, and she is doing everything she can to minimize the potential consequences. However, Carly's decisions could inadvertently escalate the tension, pushing family relationships to a more fragile state than ever before. In another development, Charlotte continues to face a heartbreaking dilemma. She must choose between staying with the father who has always protected her or returning to the mother who has just awakened from a coma. Charlotte's decision will not only affect her own life but will also disrupt the relationship between Lulu and Valentine. Charlotte feels the pressure from both sides, and every choice has profound consequences. If she chooses to stay with Valentine, she will have to leave Lulu, the mother who has longed for a connection after their long separation. Conversely, leaving Valentine means losing the father she loves and trusts. All eyes are on Charlotte as she becomes the focal point of the conflicts within the Cassadine family. However, the final decision may not rest with her but rather on the events that unfold around her. If Valentine is arrested or forced to retreat, Charlotte may have no choice but to return to Lulu. Regardless, Charlotte's story and her family's journey promise to bring more emotional developments, as the writers craft a new chapter full of drama and sentiment.